Why you don't want to become a property investor. I'm joined today by Tony Gimple of Brand Entrepreneur. We're going to be discussing the trials and tribulations of a property investor and perhaps why you don't want to become one. I'm Nicholas Wallwork, CEO of Redbrick and PropertyForum.com. Welcome to the show, Tony. Really great to have you here today.
My pleasure, Nick.
So why on earth would anyone in their right sane mind want to get into property investing? Or not? Why would they not want to?
Because it is not the way to make money. If you've never done it before, haven't done any research, don't know what you don't know, and just think that, oh, everyone else does it, they've got to drive fancy cars.
It looks easy money.
It's not. It's damn hard work. Tenants and toilets are hard work. The world is full of accidental landlords. And yeah, why not? Give people an idea of what the what it really means to be in it. And
yeah, absolutely.
This is a fairly unusual place in some ways. It's a conversion of an old office block. It's going to be working with maybe housing associations, not quite social.
We've got a couple of exit options on this one.
And it's actually a perfect example of how there is a real need, not boom, but a real need for housing across the UK. I think it's the thick end of, 450,000, including 90,000 social housing.
It's been getting worse as well during COVID crisis and...
Well, actually, the whole pandemic has given people an opportunity to think.
A reset.
A reset, and it has been a reset. We've got a situation where people have realised that actually it's so easy to be worse off than you currently are. And so the social conscience, no matter where you are on the political spectrum, has come back. But this is an unusual project. The vast majority come into property as accidental landlords, accidental developers.
So what are some of the biggest problems people are likely to face when they come in unprepared, without the right team around them, without the right knowledge, experience, advice? What are some of the key hurdles they're likely to come up against?
Oh, the key hurdles are, do they have enough money? Are they borrowing too much? Do they know how to borrow? Are they buying blind? Have they actually read the legal pack? Do they know why that property is being sold? And in today's climate, where you're looking at sealed bids, offers over, I was speaking with someone yesterday, and people are putting in offers 15% over the asking price.
It feels like a crazy market right now. Yeah,
utterly nuts.
But also things like the corporate structure they might have to buy in, the tax advice, which is obviously your area.
Look, it's not just about tax. It's not just about accountancy. It's not just about the team. It's not just about the legals. It's asking yourself, first of all, why do I want to do it? The first question that I ask anybody is, why? And there's silence normally at the end of the phone, or when you're doing it face to face, and they sit there and they scratch their head and look around for inspiration. So nobody's ever asked me that before.
Why do you not want to get into it?
Well, you can do it the other way around. Yeah, you can ask, why do you not want to get into property? It's such a wonderful thing. It's only a wonderful thing for a very few. I used to work for Amex, and I mean, great though it is in parts, Wells Fargo I think was how it came about. There was this foul thing called witty whiffy. What do I want for myself?
Witty whiffy. Yeah. Sounds like something a bit more sinister in the witty whiffy. Sounds like a playground quote.
What you do during the week or at the weekends is entirely your own affair. But yes, it's what do I want for myself? But what do I want for myself? But it's not so much what you want for yourself, but it's how much of what, by when, by whom, and most importantly, why. Ask most people, do they want to make £1 million? And they'd say yes. Well, actually, they're never going to do it.
When, by,
and why?
What stepping stones
and
why?
Do with it?
Yeah.
Okay, so suddenly you find a winning lottery ticket. You've got the £1 million. What are you going to do with it?
What I want to turn that into 10 million.
Well, that's just you, but you're a greedy bucket, Nick.
It's not about greed. It's about ambition and about being, doing what you love. I'm hugely passionate about property, and I used to think when I was in my 20s and teenage years, you know, I can't wait to retire and live the good life. I don't want to retire now. I want to keep working, but because I enjoy it, I might downsize the number of deals we do and the number of projects we do, but I don't want to retire. As soon as you retire, you might as well be dead. You know, I want to go on some nice holidays and enjoy my life and my family, but...
Well, that's the key.
But you're talking about strategy, aren't you? We're talking about strategy.
Strategy is always start where you want to finish.
Yeah.
So, let me give you another example. Again, years ago, and I started a big part of my career in financial services. And motivation was always difficult to find. You know, you've got to make so many calls a day, get the appointments, etc., etc. So there was a car I wanted at the time. Yeah, it was a, I think, Rover 215 Coupe or something. Disgusting. Don't even go there. My taste has improved significantly since then. Well, some might say not, but anyway. Yeah. And I divided this car up as a picture on, you know, on the wall into little squares.
So you had a dream board?
I had effectively a dream board.
Love that. Okay, amazing.
And I filled everyone in. Yeah. I never did buy that car, thankfully. But that's what I was aiming for.
You probably exceeded that goal. So very quickly you
had the choice.
Dreamt bigger.
It wasn't so much dreaming bigger, but I gave myself the option to buy it. I now had the means with which to do so.
Above, just as a little anecdote, above my bed I have a neon sign that says "Dream Big."
I thought yours was.
It's not pink. It's not pink neon. It's blue.
Anyway, never mind.
Moving on.
Don't get me started.
So we're talking about strategy. You know, so what other mistakes do people make coming in? You know, they need the strategy, but they need the advice. I think is a key thing, and they need the education. Hopefully, we're giving some education to people on these videos.
Yeah. So but when we do Day Property Summits, we are not there to sell them the next course.
No.
We may charge to come to the event, to cover our costs, cover the catering, whatever. Yeah. But our role is to put as many people off becoming accidental landlords or developers as we possibly can.
Yes, accidental being the operative word.
Correct. You know?
Yeah.
Now, you know, how do most people get into
accidental or unprepared?
No, there's a difference between accidental and being unprepared. You know, the accidental landlord is you've bought your own property, get married, shack up with someone, have a spare property, and you think, actually, why don't I just rinse and repeat? And they buy another one. And some people make it, others don't. Being unprepared is where you've made the decision, I actually want to go into it, despite everything I've heard as to the reasons why I shouldn't, but you're not doing your research, you're not doing the what-ifs. You're over-borrowing, you're structuring it the wrong way, trying to do too much too soon.
Get your cash flow wrong. Cash flow is king.
The two things that kill any business, and 95% of businesses are 95% the same. Take a raw material, an intellectual property, add value to it, and hopefully sell it for more than the things cost you with a margin on top.
Yep.
So, you know, businesses fail because they don't have enough capital, so they're undercapitalised, and their cash flow just isn't there. So if you've never been in any form of business at all, let alone property, but if you've got the self-belief, if you can admit, I don't know what I don't know, and are prepared to pay for that right advice and be in the right places to meet people who can give you that, then you've got the first steps to preparation. It's all about becoming what I call consciously competent. You know you're good, you know why you're good, and if it succeeds at step 4B, and if it failed, it failed at step 3C. So you understand why it works.
I like that.
Without that,
excellent advice. Competently,
consciously competent.
Consciously competent. Say that 10 times in a row. I won't make you do that, Tony, don't worry.
Sorry, that one I can.
Right, really good advice. Nice to speak to you as always. I'm Nicholas Wallwork, CEO of propertyforum.com and Redbrick. That was Tony Gimple of Brand Entrepreneur Limited. Really glad to have him here today. We're talking through some interesting strategy advice and general do's and don'ts of the property world. So today's advice is do not become an accidental landlord or an unprepared landlord. That's the bottom line. Look for us both together on a stage near you or on a webinar near you at propertysummits.com. Thanks for watching this video. Reach out, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified of future videos, and I hope to see you very soon.